Building downtown. Building downtown. Building downtown.
Remember that video with a big shoe?
Yeah, the top of the record store? What are you talking about?
It's that song, Snoop Dogg.
Oh, what's my motherfucking name?
Yeah, I don't remember the whole video because I had it on VHS back home. So
yeah,
fuck,
that was his first single ever.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, he was featured on Deep Cover, which was a Dr. Dre song for the movie Deep Cover.
Dre was in that video too, right? He had a couple words in there too. Yeah?
In What's My Motherfucking Name?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It was a big fucking...
Actually, isn't he the one that says, What's My Motherfucking Name?
It was a big fucking... What do you call those shoes? Like the running shoe, but not running shoe.
Are you talking about, like, he's standing on top of the record store? He
I'm
turns
not
into
sure,
the Doberman.
man. I just remember a big fucking shoe in the
He turns into the Doberman.
Hold on. Fuck is it called? The shoes. The Everlast, not Everlast. The
Converse? Chucks?
Converse Shocks.
Chucks?
It was a big shock shoe, a big black, big blue shock shoe, and it was an entrance at the bottom. Fuck off.
That's not What's My Motherfucking Name.
It might not be, but it's
No.
it is Dogg, right? Snoop Dogg. Like that.
Yeah. I think that's fucking SNOOP. D-O-double-G-Z. D-O-double-G-Z.
I don't know,
Isn't that terrible fucking song?
I wasn't that big on Snoop Dogg.
That song was awful. That was off the last
I like Snoop
meal.
Dogg's songs from
Yeah,
different time areas, you know,
I get what you're
time
saying.
periods.
Yeah, I get what you're saying there.
What did you call it? It's called Converse what?
Chucks. C-H.
Big shock shoe. I just want to see what it's called. Still Dre. No, what the fuck? What? I said big shoe.
I'm pretty sure it was that one. Not thinking it. But the What's My Motherfucking Name? Because in that song, he's like fucking. The chorus is like SNOOP. D-O-double-G-Z. D-O-double-G-Z.
Motherfucking name Jigga? No.
The song you're thinking was newer?
Yeah. Definitely newer.
That's
because
what I'm thinking. It's that.
this is shot like it's shot in 80s, like that. The actual
93?
picture. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. It's SNOOP because that was like mid 2000s, early.
Double O-P-G-Z-E.
So yeah. SNOOP double G-Z. Awful. Fucking awful.
I liked it, I think.
A lot of people did. That's not for me. Did you like Drop It Like It's Hot?
Fucking skip. Yes, I love
You
that.
did?
Song.
I hated it so much.
I actually like Pharrell rapping on that song.
I fucking hated it so much.
I know some killers in the street that will make you feel like chinchilla in the heat.
I fucking hated it so much. I hated the beat.
I don't know who wrote that shit for Pharrell, but it was good.
I hated the Drop It Like It's Hot.
You don't like this?
Nah. I know, and like everyone I hung out with liked it.
I don't like the hook. You're right. The hook is shit.
Like everyone I hung out with liked it. They liked most of the album. I couldn't fucking stand the album.
I've never listened to a full Snoop Dogg album. I don't think I've ever listened to those fucking 3 songs.
I made you listen to his first album the one night, and you kept saying like, "This has already been done." I was like, "Yeah, it's done because he did it." And you were like, "Yeah, I get it, but I can't go back to this."
Yeah, I can't back to basics, man. It's too fucking. I mean, I heard it. It's been there, done that. Got ahead. Thank you. Bye. I learned it. I know enough. I appreciate it for what it is, but I can't listen to it. The fuck.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
And you know what's fucked up though? Because like rock music has timeless fucking classics. You know what I mean?
So does hip hop, but not as many.
But
hip hop's not been around as long.
I guess because there's like
certain-
Led Zeppelins and fucking Rolling Stones that are
Those
fucking.
well, fuck.
They have some immortal music, bro. I don't even like.
No, I
with
agree with you completely. I agree with you completely.
I was fucking shocked when I was shown some like legit Led Zeppelin that's like good. You know what I mean? Like certain songs.
Yeah,
I was like, holy fuck.
but
I mean, not that I would sit there and fucking, you know what I mean, rock out. But if it comes on a radio or something, I'm
see,
not
where
gonna
like
fucking...
rock music was.
I actually like rock music. So.
Yeah, it was done before Led Zeppelin, right? So it's not like they're like the pioneers. So I like to say like to compare them to compare Run DMC to them.
Yeah, but you were
they
talking
didn't
about
help.
Tupac and not Run DMC.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like
Tupac wasn't first
the
either,
people
right?
that had
He took the shit and elevated them.
the people that had the fucking like you said the Led Zeppelins and shit like that had these like classics and other rock
The Beatles,
bands, rock
man.
groups.
No, I guess the Beatles more pop.
But
They
even
were
still,
considered rock, but
they
were
were
around, right?
exactly right.
Now
Pink
it's considered
Floyd,
soft as
shit
shit.
like that. But they didn't develop rock and roll like Run DMC is. That's why I was like, I don't want to make this
What, you want to
comparison.
tell me Run DMC developed hip hop?
Fuck yeah, absolutely. They went from that fucking a hop, a hippie to the hip.
That was fucking MC
Sugar Hill
fucking,
Gang.
What do you call him? What the fuck is his name? Cool Mo D.
No, it wasn't. That was
Cool
Sugar
Mo
Hill
D.
Gang.
Cool Mo D was the first one to fucking actually battle like that.
Yeah, battle. I'm not talking about battling. I'm talking
all
about.
of the songs in the battles were like, oh, move your hands, clap your hands. Like it was all about
Yeah,
working the
that's-
crowd, right?
That's
And
why usually the DJ was first. right?
But anyways,
like
Kool Moe Dee was the first one to start dissing motherfuckers on the stage.
yeah, but I'm not talking about dissing. I'm talking about
That's where it came from.
going from.
This when it went from fucking wave your hands and all that shit to actually, oh fuck, we can say something.
No, fuck no. Run DMC.
I guess that's where the dissing went.
Yeah.
Diss songs.
Yeah, Kool Moe Dee when as far as
Oh no, I think that was the greatest thing he's done. I'm not even sure what the fuck he's done.
what Kool Moe Dee?
Yeah.
Yeah, that cements his place in hip hop history.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing he's done, right? That battle, wherever the fuck he battled that day.
He battled Cool J. Fucking
No. That battle where he started actually dissing the.
Yeah.
Buddy
Down
came on
in
the stage
history.
and he was like,
Yeah.
"Clap your hands, do." And Kool Moe Dee's like, "You dressed like a fuck." You didn't
Yeah,
do all that.
as opposed to being because battles at that
And the crowd
point,
stopped dancing and dropped the jaws. They were like, "Oh."
battles at that point were just like us like volleying back and forth. Like if we were
controlling the crowd.
Yeah, exactly. At that point, up until that point, the battle would more be like a celebration. So say me and you were playing a game of ping pong, and we're just hitting the ball back and forth over the net, just having a good time, trying to keep. That's the way battles were. But then all of a sudden, Kool Moe Dee showed up one day and was like, "Check this shit out! Like, I got fucking spins, back spins, like friggin'."
That's what they portrayed in the Biggie's movie too, right? Like Buddy was
That
fucking.
movie was so bad.
I mean, I liked it for a movie.
Yeah,
If you don't consider that it's big and shit, like
that's what I mean. Was so bad. Is
I don't know his story that well because it was well before my time. So
it was it was so. I don't want to say it was bullshit, but like
Little Kim was super pissed off.
They took the facts and then stretched them, or they did certain things that worked better for
you have to
movies.
make
They
a movie,
they
right?
definitely do that
Because nobody said it was a documentary.
Well, it's based on a true story of Biggie's
Yeah,
life,
it's based on the
But they fucked
motherfucker
up.
named Biggie Smalls that was from Brooklyn.
but they turned it into something else.
They always do. That's Hollywood, right? You try to.
Yeah,
you
but
try to, Puffy was trying to make it a major release, right?
The Biggie one though apparently was like bullshit. Like fucking like it's like there might be like fucking 15% of it's factual.
Why? It's all fucking normal facts that we know about.
Yeah, but instead of
All of the like behind the closed doors thing, like behind the curtains, the way Little Kim behaved, the way they talked, you know what I mean? And the way,
they just turned them into characters.
I don't know if that's true or not. You know what I mean? And there's who the fuck knows except for the people that were there. That's what I'm saying.
And the people that were there say that it's
I only
horseshit.
heard about, I haven't looked into it that much, but I only heard Little Kim fucking freaking out. She's like, it was
Yeah,
a
I
quote. She's like, they play the fuck out of me in that movie.
Yeah. I think she was the most famous out of anyone in that movie, like aside from Biggie or Puff, which Puff had something to do with it to some extent.
What, the
where
movie he produced it?
Yeah, but I'm sure there's other hands in there. It's not like
but he's
what
exact.
Diddy says goes, right? But
Definitely.
he's not going to make himself look bad in the movie.
Oh, no
right?
shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Did you say what about in the WA movie? The fucking Cuban Dre looks like heroes. They're just missing capes. Straight the fuck up.
So
You got knocked the fuck. Get the fuck up.
So you take friggin' Diddy and Biggie out of the equation for that movie. Little Kim is definitely the most famous person next to them that's in that Biggie movie. Would you not say? It's not Little C's.
Well, yeah, I mean.
Well, I mean, out of like the people that had. Yeah. Obviously, they showed other rappers involved in it who are bigger stars than Lil Kim, but I'm saying somebody who's portrayed in that movie to have a
her
bigger
and
role.
Puffy don't get along that well, do they?
I don't know if they ever did. I don't know if Puffy ever gave a shit about most of Junior Mafia.
She was in Junior Mafia?
Mm-hmm.
Was she?
Oh, heck yeah.
I thought she was a solo fucking thing right away.
Maybe, but she was on the Junior Mafia
Who the fuck
album.
is Junior Mafia? All I know is Little C's. That's it.
That's Junior Mafia. No, that's disrespectful to the other guys that were in it. But Lil C's is the one that blew up. Lil Kim, I'm
so shitty that I've missed.
if she wasn't in Junior Mafia, she was like Capadonna to Wu Tang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like it's not. She's not the RZA or the Method Man or the Raekwon. Like she's at least that. But I'm pretty sure she was like brought up as part of Junior Mafia. That's the way Biggie marketed the Little C's, Lil Kim, and the other guys that were in it.
She was like, when did Little Kim come up? Fucking, who came up first? Lauryn Hill or Lauryn Hill or Little Kim?
Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill was before.
I think.
Because the score is pretty old, but fucking Biggie got shot in fucking 96.
Score is like 93, 94, I would say.
Yeah, and Biggie got shot, what, 95? Pac got shot 95, right? So Biggie got shot 96, 97, some shit like that?
Pac got shot in 96, Biggie got shot in 97.
Oh, I'm shifted a year, but I was pretty close.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, at that time, there was no female fucking rapper that rapped like that anyways.
Well, that's what Lil Kim brought to the table.
Except for fucking Lauryn Hill, but there's the thematics, like the what?
No, go. Sorry.
The topics, and the what do you call that thing?
The context
Context
of the lyrics.
Yeah, was completely different from everything, right?
That's what I was gonna say. She didn't rap like Lauryn Hill at all.
No, but I'm talking about a female that's being skilled and that can rap.
No, I'm talking like context. Lil' Kim, like
That's what I'm saying. The context was completely different, but there was Lil' Kim and fucking Lauryn Hill, right? Who else could rap back then?
Queen Latifah.
Was she rapping back then? I thought she quit
Before
back then.
them.
That's what I'm saying. She quit
Before
by then.
them. Heather B.
Don't know her.
Heather. Oh,
See,
yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. She's the one that has a song MOP. Turn a 8-month sentence to a 12-year bid.
Oh, she's
the chick. Yeah, she's also the co-host on Sway in the Morning. She's been Sway's co-host for a long time. Well, I'm just saying.
I watch bits and pieces of it.
Yeah. I'm just saying she's also that. Heather B is. She was a monster.
But we'll see. That's what I'm saying. That's shitty because I missed the whole era.
Lady of Rage.
Well, let me tell you this much. I was back there in Europe, and I never heard of no Heather B or Queen Latifah, but I did hear about Lil' Kim.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was going to say,
but
too.
But it's probably because of big affiliation.
Well, Lil' Kim was very provocative. She makes songs about, like, making, like, fucking, you're going to lick the clit, and, like, I'll suck the dick, and, like, all this shit, right? So
backstage, give a motherfucker's deep throat.
Queen Latifah was putting out shit like, fucking, UNNTY, we got to let them know you're not a bitch or a hoe, UNNTY, right? About girls uniting and all this shit.
That's what I mean.
Whereas, like, Lil' Kim was just like, I play dudes, I fuck them, they pay me.
I think that part of the movie was right. And honest, because she was talking some gangster shit, or she was saying something, and he was just like, "You need to get nasty," you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we went over.
Faith Evans.
Yeah, she's not a rapper though.
No, she's a singer, but and her star didn't rise as high as Biggie's for sure. But she was another one who complained, or as high as Lil' Kim's. Sorry, because we were talking about.
Faith Evans made as big as Lil' Kim.
That's what I said. Not as high, but pretty high, man. She has some hits and like has made some charts and stuff, and has had a very good career, certainly. And not
know her because of,
not just because of being with Biggie. Like she's actually talented. But
Lil' Kim is talented too. But
that's what I'm saying. She did her star didn't rise as big as Lil' Kim's because of like Lil' Kim's shit was controversial.
Yeah.
Right. So Faith Evans was another one who I remember like reading shit about her saying that she didn't like the way she was portrayed and the way that her, Biggie, and Lil' Kim as like there was this like like sex triangle of fucking deceit and stuff. Not that they were all sleeping together, but Biggie was with her while he's banging Lil' Kim. They have beef, and apparently most of that's bullshit.
It's based on a true story told by Puffy. That's what it is, right? So fucking
sum that up.
Right? The big facts seem to line up, right? At least the shit that I know.
Yeah.
Right, like a lot of shit about about Tupac and that battle that fucking that there's a legit video of. You know what I mean?
When he's on the street corner, like
yeah, Mr.
15,
Mr.
13 or whatever.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Proper.
That shit is crazy. That video of Biggie,
like the legit video, the original,
as a teenager. Yeah. Before he got signed or anything, just on the street in Brooklyn, just going off.
See, that's fucking like.
That's making anything sound cool.
But
not like he's just saying
but
nonsense,
I mean, like, how many motherfuckers rapped before him?
Lots.
You know what I mean? And how many rapped after? I still don't like. There's very few like that could match something like Biggie's flow. You know what I mean?
No shit.
And like I'd put Method Man, Redman, obviously, in there, shit like that, right? And I don't think Method Man would fucking like. He'd still be fucking because I think his lisp fucking him up a bit. It gives him a little fucking. You know what I mean? It gives him a little like what do you call it? Like a signature sound or something.
Yeah,
but actually, no, it's not his list.
No, if I get what you're saying, there's something that
there's something, you know what I mean? Something the Biggie's just got it perfect.
Because even when Method Man talks, it's not like he's like he doesn't like answer a question in rhyme form with a flow, but the voice sounds the same, right? You know what I mean? Like I don't know if it's a lisp or what it is, and like that he has a voice that's like fucking. Dave East is another one that I can think of that. They just have a good voice to start with, even in conversation.
Yeah.
Right.
People tell me I have a good voice.
Dude, it's beautiful. Right. Whereas Biggie, when Biggie is doing an interview, he's all like relaxed and slow spoken, and then he gets on a mic, and he has this flow. He sounds like he's a dude that's 121 pounds and has perfect breath control and like.
He connected to what he was saying. He believed it so much. He pictured it so much. You know what I mean? He felt it. Like anybody who records anything has to feel what they're saying, right?
Yeah, but I'm
and
saying
he actually fucking like, what the fuck went so low there for a second? Yeah, he killed a lot of the shit because he believed in what he was saying so much, right?
Yeah, but flow wise. You know what I mean? Like,
I think, you know what? The flow is a skill. It's the...
this is what I'm saying. And, like, just...
I mean, it's a skill you can develop. Meaning anybody could be a decent rapper if you tell them what to do and how to do it and you keep practicing. If you really keep yourself dedicated. Anybody could be a decent boxer. It doesn't mean you're going to be great. But you can box at a certain level, right? Maybe even get one of the 1,000 belts they got.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
Completely.
But the fucking... The feeling that he fucking... You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. There's only... like... Eminem's got it. Obviously, all the greats got it, you know? But at the same time, I think Jay-Z only hits it fucking on separate songs. You know what I mean? I don't think he got it every time. Because there's some shit of Jay-Z's that I can't fucking listen to. Like that shit he did over the fucking If I Can't beat? 50 Cent's beat? If I Can't do
Oh, If I Can't... Yeah.
Oh, my God, bro.
I enjoyed that.
What?
50 did better.
Get the fuck out
I
of here.
enjoyed it.
If we're talking about fucking who did better on that beat,
50 definitely did better.
We're fucking comparing Soulja Boy to fucking Jordan Lucas.
Also Oh, I don't know if there's ever been a time in the history of life you can compare Soulja Boy to Jonah Lucas.
Well, that's how low
in a comparison of fucking.
That's how low
Jay-Z
hit it with that
Cent.
shit. It sounded like he was drunk. He just stepped in a booth and fucking
He might have.
it and talked.
It was a fucking freestyle verse
Why put
on
it
a
out?
mixtape.
Why put it out? It's fucking like, come on, man. You got to be able to.
Him and 50 were doing. They both had Reebok shoes.
I don't give a fuck what you were doing.
No, they both had
You recorded
Reebok
it. You came
shoes.
out of the fucking booth. You listened to that, and you were like, okay, let's put that out. So
Yeah, probably. Fuck it. Because at that time, Jay-Z could just fucking literally vomit and make the noises of vomiting on a microphone and
But that
put it
doesn't
out.
matter. You know,
and people will buy it.
You know, Eminem always says that I'm my biggest critic. Nobody will be as hard on me as I have. You know what I mean? All of that shit in this every fucking song lately.
Yeah.
Or every diss song anyway. So fucking I'm pretty sure every artist is critiquing himself, right? So there's got to be a certain fucking level of a product before you say, no, let's not put that one out.
Reebok had a shoe deal with Jay-Z and
let's
with
face it,
Feud.
bro. Put some fucking effort into it. We've
Reebok
heard you rap before.
Reebok wanted to fucking get them doing different promotional things. Both of them were so fucking hard. 50 was actually talking to us. I think it was maybe Drink Champs, more than likely, because I don't watch a ton of shit. The way the Reebok would encourage them to do shit, but both of them, Jay-Z being he was already a super artist at that point. This is fresh after Get Rich or Die Trying, and both of them were like, I'm not doing this, which helps him.
He just dissed
I'm not
Jay on
doing
fucking
this,
Get
which
Rich or Die
helps him.
Trying.
Yeah. Well, he dissed him before that.
He
I'm
dissed
just
saying,
him.
if this is right after, then this is a fucking thing that sold 10 million records, and fucking he dissed Jay on it.
Yeah, and that shit, was.
If he dissed him before, it's okay. It was somewhere the fucking Queens people heard. You know what I mean? But
you've seen the first Beef DVD when fucking they talk about.
I don't remember him having problems with Jay too much.
He brought out.
I know they blackballed him, right? The whole Destiny's Child shit and all that.
No, that was Columbia. That was Columbia Records.
You think Jay-Z had nothing to do with that?
No, fuck no, not at all.
Oh,
Jay-Z actually helped him. Jay-Z helped him and fucking.
Braveheart's felt you, now gonna melt you.
Jay-Z helped 50 with the It's Hot song. I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 Cent? He did that at Summer Jam, and 50 fucking, like, there was rumblings. 50 was saying that Jay-Z's gonna do something to say something about you, but it's actually gonna help you. And he said, I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 Cent? And this is before Get Rich or Die Trying, any of that shit, because of How to Rob. And then
Was Jay-Z in How to Rob? I don't remember.
Yeah, he said something about Jay-Z and How to Rob. And then he said, I think it's I always want to say Gangster and Gentleman. That's not right, because that's the name of Styles P shit. Something like Gangster or Gentleman or some shit like that. The 50 had out that was about robbing Jay-Z and like just like dissing Jay-Z, the whole fucking shit. Okay,
There's a complete song.
Yeah, dissing Jay-Z and fucking.
How did I miss that?
Jay-Z went out at Summer Jam and freaking performed It's Hot, and he was like, I'm about $1.
Yeah,
and
I know the whole thing.
Yeah, no, on the album, What the Fuck is 50 Cent? On the Summer Jam stage, he said, who the fuck is 50 Cent? So people were like, what's going on here? It's like Jay-Z actually paying attention to 50 Cent. So that actually helped 50. And they've talked about how they've always had a healthy competition for each other. But where the Reebok shit was going on, Reebok wanted them to do all kinds of...
They made a fucking video together in the studio wearing Reebok shoes and all that shit.
Yeah, right? So they were cool.
Okay, that was cool. Why the fuck did he put out the fucking If I Can't?
Well, because Reebok was like...
That's my question, bro.
Reebok was like, well, you know, like, you gotta do something.
Fuck Reebok. This shit didn't leave the studio yet. Nobody heard it but you and your engineer.
Well, that's...
At this point, why would you be
going with it? So, like, Reebok's like, what if you, like, jump on a verse or something of, like, a 50 Cent song that's on this new hot album? And he was like, here's a fucking throwaway. And then there was shit 50 did.
Your shit. And especially you're rapping over a beat that's on a CD that's sold fucking diamond.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you put in? I don't know.
Shit 50 did as well. He wouldn't put as much effort or energy into whether it be music or functions they had to do because it would be part of the Reebok deal that benefits Jay-Z. And at that time, Jay-Z just came out with Blueprint 2.
Reebok too, man. The whole G-Unit clothes, G-Unit shoes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Even I bought them for fuck's
Get
sake.
Rich or Die Trying comes out. Blueprint 2 comes out. Like they're both thriving, and Reebok's like
3 was good. I don't know about 2.
No, I'm saying thriving as artists, right? And
I'm just saying.
And Reebok's like, yo, like we want you guys to cross promote more. And every time it was something that would help the other one more. Like picture if that song turned into a 50 Cent featuring Jay-Z song, okay?
What? If I Can't?
If I Can't, right? And Jay-Z.
Those are great.
Oh, I agree with you. If it was if it was a real song, because I think they would try to body each other on it.
Jay-Z kind of beat though, like that shouldn't have.
But yeah, so then like he was like, "All right, Reebok, I'm fucking sick of arguing with you. What do you want?
It doesn't
Here you go.
matter. It still comes out of your studio as a product made by you. People are still gonna hear it. Obviously, a lot of people will hear it.
Who? Me and you? It's mixtape shit.
What? So
That's
let's
mixtape
say the core base of Jay-Z's fans, people that like follow Jay-Z, like right, like I'm not a core fan for sure. You know what I mean? I know shit about him, but fucking, I don't know. Fucking, how many millions of people is that?
Who are those millions of people though? Are they the type of people that are
interested in what Jay-Z does?
Are they downloading DJ drama mixtapes? Are they downloading fucking DJ Who Kid mixtapes?
But picture this: you follow Jay-Z. The fucking Get Rich drops, sells fucking a gazillion million records, right?
Okay, yeah.
And then Jay-Z, who you follow, drops a verse, rapping over a fucking beat of Get Rich. You turn it on, and you're like, what the fuck happened here?
Now, the majority of fans that listen to, either one of
50's fans heard that verse probably because Jay-Z is a giant, and he's rapping over a beat of Get Rich. And Jay-Z's fans heard it because Get Rich did well, so you know what I mean? Let's see him rapping over one of those beats. It's a Dre beat.
Think about at that time, though, you're downloading mixtapes off the internet, right? The majority of either one of their fans...
Mixtape. I don't know which mixtape it came from. I heard that verse, though.
Yeah, because you're a hip-hop fan, right? You're going to hear it on a mixtape. You're going to hear it online somewhere. You're going to download it somewhere.
You're on Facebook or anywhere the fuck is that.
Do you think the fucking 20-year-old college girl who likes fucking In the Club and PIMP...
No, but that's why I said core fans, because I didn't say...
Those are their biggest fans.
No. Core fans are the people that actually follow Jay-Z, you know what I mean? Like, when I was actually following Young Buck and 50, I would know what's going on, you know what I mean?
I'd say those are hardcore fans.
Core fans. Core fans. You know what I mean? Those are your fans. And then you have fucking fans that will follow anything that's cool now.
Those are your majority of your fans.
No, there's core fans. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, like, I don't know how to explain it, but there's... No matter what, Eminem's going to be a platinum rapper because there's over 1 million of core fans. They will buy his CD no matter what. I went and bought the CD just to support the fucking cause.
See, now, how many people do you think there are like you? Not as many. Whereas, like, whoever...
I think there are more people that are actually fans, and they're like, oh, he actually dropped some shit, and people that are already my age, because they were listening to him when they were younger, so they got the money, so I think fucking... I wonder what the fuck he sold. I'm pretty sure
it's so retarded. Now, I was looking up something the other night. I forget
songs
what...
go platinum now, right?
I forget what album it was. It wasn't an Eminem album, though, or I forget what artist it was, too, but I was looking up something, and it said the album sales are digital equivalent to... something like I think it was 3.1 million was the number album sales. So I start looking at what that means, and it's like
take that amount of money and divide it by fucking how many CDs it would be, no?
It's like units sold.
Exactly.
And then,
so if you get $100 and if
but
and
here's
CD
where it
costs
changes.
$15, right?
because you can buy certain songs off a CD. So a certain amount of songs
go platinum and shit.
a certain amount of songs counts as the album.
You don't need to have an album. You just need to have a single.
Yeah, but that counts as the album if you purchase enough songs off that album. It's not buying the full album, but it counts as an album. It's
Because-
fucking so stupid with
Oh,
the
so
digital
you
streaming.
see what they do?
Well, not stupid. I'm just saying I don't
Probably-
understand it.
See, what happens is there's a pot that's going off of full album sales, right? And there's a pot that's going off separate song sales, right?
Yep.
But they end up in the same pot, right? Like I said. So let's say you end up with $100,
Yeah.
right? And the CD costs $15.
Okay.
Or say 25 is going to be easier math, right?
Yep.
So fucking $100 that you made off digital, doesn't matter if there was 3 albums sold and 20 songs sold. You got $100. Which is what would you get for selling 4 CDs?
I see what you're saying. So
So it's the amount of money divided by the cost of the CD. It doesn't matter where the money came from, single song sales or the full album sales. It all
yeah,
goes
but I'm
to the
talking
same pot.
full album sales. The way when I was
They're
looking
going
at
to
it, and I-
equivalent the amount of money. You
no,
understand what I'm
no,
saying?
no,
So-
no, units sold.
Yeah,
Units.
Units. That's what I'm saying. If a CD is $15,
Yeah. Oh, you're saying so if you purchase enough songs that
Yeah.
equates the total
Look,
number
look,
for the
give me a pen
to
or
buy
some
the total album.
your album sales, full album, right? Like full album sales, were fucking $70.
Okay.
And your separate song sales, SSS,
Oh shit.
were $30. But they all go to the same pot.
I
right?
really hope
And
like
then each CD costs $15 if you buy a CD physically, right? So even though you sold 30 songs or $30 worth of songs and $70 worth of albums, they all went in to be $100, and a CD would cost $15 for one.
Yeah, okay.
So it doesn't matter where this $100 came from.
yeah, that's dollars.
Yeah.
Now, what I was
So-
looking at was units sold.
Do you not understand what I'm saying?
No,
Look,
because you're using dollars.
$30 you collected from selling fucking separate songs.
Single separate songs.
Yeah,
SSS.
separate song sales. Right? Separate song sales, right?
Yeah.
So you got $30 for separate song sales.
Okay.
And you got
$70 for full
album
albums.
sales, right?
Okay.
Both of those go in the same pot
Okay.
where you get $100. Now, if you went to the store and physically bought a CD,
Yep.
it would cost you, say, $25,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
So you got $30 for separate song sales.
Yep.
You got $70 for full album.
Okay.
Together, that's $100.
Okay.
Each CD physically costs $25. So that $100 is equivalent to 4 CDs.
Now I see what you're saying.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could have sold full albums. You could have sold fucking
So-
$5 worth. Or let's say full album would cost fucking 25, like we said, right?
Yep.
So you might have sold one, and you might have sold fucking 75 worth of songs.
Yep.
They will all go in the same pot, and it still be
And
quite a
that's
lot of
how-
albums. That's what I'm saying. You need a hot single, and fuck the
So
album
that's-
nowadays.
Like for
So you could have sold 3 songs 1,000,000 times, and it would count like you would have sold fucking.
so that's how they calculate
Yeah.
digital streams.
That's what I assume. They get
Okay.
They get the money, right? They get the total money. Doesn't matter where it came from, separate song sales or full album sales. They all go in the same pot, and then just divided by the price of the unit, and then you get them units, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though it shouldn't be mixed, really, if you want to talk about full album sales, right?
Yeah.
But before, you could not purchase a single song, could you? No.
yeah.
Before,
Like when before?
when you were buying tapes and CDs and shit.
Oh fuck! No.
Right?
Well,
So-
yeah. Actually,
so that's why you can compare.
you could buy a single, and what would be on the single would be
4 songs or some shit.
it would be the track, and then the instrumental, and then the acapella, and then there might be like some sort of like a portion of another song that's going to be the second single off the upcoming album, or it might be
Oh,
some.
that
like-
single has like 3-4 songs on it.
but that's what it'll be.
No. That all of that shit would be one. That would be the single. That
That's
comes,
the
comes
single.
With the acapella instrumental.
That's
and,
the
and
single.
That's the single. And
You
then
could
there's
buy a
bonus,
cassette.
Then there's a bonus like of a couple more songs.
No.
Without the acapellas and all that shit.
No. You could buy those as well, but I'm saying you could actually buy like a cassette or CD disc of. It'll be the single, the instrumental, the acapella, and
Because
then
it was
some
a-
sort of little bonus thing. But I
It
know
was
what
a
you're talking
thing
about.
back there, right? Back
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
because you could sell separate singles back then too.
Fuck yeah.
I didn't know that. See?
Fuck yeah! Now it wasn't a
I
huge
thought,
thing.
I thought it came like a special thing when like fucking I don't
No.
know like
And
something like
you-
fucking in the club would deserve a fucking separate single. Fucking, you know what I mean?
That was when streaming started taking off too.
I
so
know,
they
but I'm
didn't-
just saying. I thought single releases like that would come out after a song hits a certain status.
The only single I ever bought in my life on disc, you're gonna really enjoy this one. Ja Rule.
Oh, get the fuck.
Every little thing that you do. Oh no! It wasn't that. What was it? It was his very first single. No, holla, holla, that shit. That's what it was. Holla, holla was that shit. That was the one and only time I was at Sam the Record Man, downtown Toronto, and fucking, I was just buying different albums. Another thing, too, that used to be a thing back then when they sold albums was imported discs, and they'd be like fucking $32.99, and it'd be like imported disc, and it'd be something like Helter Skelter, OGC, or like, it's not really imported, it's coming from friggin' New York, right? But since it wasn't like a chart topper, they would put it like a showcase, imported, right? And
yeah, because they're cooler because they're not here.
Yeah, so going to Sam the Record Man in Toronto, you know, there was more of a selection than where we live, right? So, I was there, and it was like friggin' $3.99 or $5.99 or some shit, and I was like, "What is this?" And the case was real thin, right?
Hey, hold on. Why Ja Rule?
What? That was the first thing I heard was that holla holla shit, and I was like,
"That's why you started listening to hip hop?"
No, fuck. What are you, retarded?
So
started listening to hip hop in like 1985 or 86.
Why the fuck would you buy a Ja Rule single?
Because that's all that was out, and that was the first thing he released. I'm talking like there's no, you know,
so
internet
you were a fan
Napster.
or some shit?
Well, I heard holla holla. DMX just started to pop. I was like, this guy kind of sounds like DMX. This holla holla shit's got like some decent energy and shit.
I mean, he could.
And Jaw's first album, still to this day, I'll say that's a fucking good album. There's a ton of good songs on Vini Vidi Vici, a ton. But the reason he switched up, according to Irv Gotti anyway, is because Jaw just started getting attacked. You're copying DMX. You're copying DMX. You're copying DMX.
For being hard?
No, because of his voice.
So why did he start? What switching? He couldn't switch up. That's
so
his
he
voice.
said, "Fuck it, me and Ashanti, we'll start making these songs like fucking Always on Time and all this shit."
I don't know all this shit you started saying. Like
this is the shit you like the Ja Rule that you would probably know, that like R&B hip hop type shit. Yeah. That's why he started doing it.
When I just moved here a little after, the shit that was Ja Rule was popping. 50 was just coming up, right? And it was him and Ashanti in some sort of a fair or some shit. You know what I mean? There was some fucking Devil's Wheel, whatever the fuck, observation wheel. There was some, you know what I mean, swinging chains and shit. And they were like legit singing.
That's that fucking Mesmerized, Ja Rule and Ashanti, and it's like a remake of one of those old movies, Grease, or one of those old
I don't know
fucking.
what the fuck it was, but that's how I met Ja Rule.
Yeah. Fucking that's
exactly the same shit that came with Fabulous, but Fabulous fucking grew on me. Ja Rule didn't.
And especially at that time, the way 50 was just fucking burying Ja Rule, right? And 50's material was so good at that time. All of G Unit's material was good at that time. It's like if that's
weird,
your
but I didn't like Banks back then.
You've told me that before.
It's fucking weird.
If your introductory to Jaw is Mesmerized and your introductory to 50 is like, you know, Back Down or Heat or whatever it may have been, it's like, oh well, obviously. So 50 damaged Jaw so fucking bad that anyone that didn't listen to Jaw when he was first coming out, they can't really go back and take it seriously, right? Because they know him from.
That's what I'm saying. I see this
him,
motherfucker
right?
singing in the fair somewhere, and then 50 comes out and just stomps him, and it's like, okay.
Oh no, Jaw came out way before 50.
But if you really think about it, the fucking what did you say?
Jaw came out way before 50 with actual good music.
I know that, but I'm saying he was when I get introduced to all of this.
Yeah. I
see Jaw singing, Fabulous having a bunch of fucking chick singles, and then 50 comes out and just stomps Ja Rule. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But what I was gonna say is fucking there's Ja Rule's there's a little Ja Rule's interview or a little clip of him where he's like, I didn't get shot, I didn't get stabbed. He's like, you know what I mean? And he said something else. He's just like, so he's like, it depends what kind of beef you're talking about. It's like industry beef, yeah, you want that, but in the street beef, it's like, I don't think so, motherfucker.
Vlad from Vlad TV.
But then again, it's not Ja Rule's people that did that, right?
Yeah, no, it's just. It's one of those things where it's like fucking, you know, you're like a friend of a friend of a friend.
That's what I mean.
And then all of a sudden you're the rapper that has beef with this person, and this friend of a friend of a friend that actually, like, you know, pulled some gangster shit. All of a sudden you guys are fucking tight, right? That's my boy that got you. We grew up together. It's like, no, we met 15 days ago, right? And then like...
With knowing 52, you know what I mean? And then when he comes out, it's like, I know people from your hood, you have no history right here. So he definitely went and checked in on him. He definitely went and checked in on that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Before
well,
him.
There's also a lot of things, too, that people have said over the years where nobody would come to Jaw's fucking defense at that time.
Nas did.
Well, how far to his defense?
I heard a line that he said, I beg defense to let Murder Inc. live. That's about it.
Did Nas fucking go at M? Did Nas go at Dre?
Why the fuck would you do that?
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Jaw and 50 were going back and forth.
I mean, you could be like, hold on there,
Nas
buddy.
spit some shit at 50, but it wasn't like...
Oh, Nas and 50 had a full-blown thing.
That's
man.
what I'm saying, though, right? Nobody came to Jaw's defense fully because friggin' Dre, M, and 50 and fucking Shady Aftermath, Interscope, they put out a public warning. If you work with them, you don't work with us, right? So nobody come to their defense. But after time...
Listen, his problem was with 50.
Yeah, after...
He should have never fucking touched Eminem. He should have never said shit about Dre. Why?
No.
Why would you do that?
Exactly. You should have shut the fuck up. Me and Haley dance to your songs. We like you.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. The fucking thing is, even if you're beefing with 50, keep it to the art. Like, you know what I mean? Keep it to that thing, right? Because, like, even if G-Unit gets involved, that's fine. You know what I mean? Because G-Unit just coming up and you can, you know what I mean? Whatever the fuck. Why would you want to fuck with Dre?
Yeah.
Why would you, like, Dre on a business level and then Eminem as a rapper? Why the fuck would you want to, you know what I mean?
The M thing on a rap level, well, again, like Eminem said, come on now, you know the white boy will bite you. Like, Eminem's not the guy you want to fucking go at, but just like, okay, Irv fucking Gotti has made some legendary hip-hop beats over the years. Irv is very respected among rappers and producers.
I didn't even know he makes beats.
Yeah, for fucking making beats.
I just like, recently found out he has a brother.
He was like, oh, really? Chris Gotti? When he was like 15 years old, he was setting up in the park with turntables, fucking mixing and scratching.
I thought he wasn't exactly like Puffy.
No. That's he wanted to be that plus a producer. And once he got to like that executive level, he wanted to have people under him like Puffy had the hitmen, whereas like that's the producers that Diddy put together. Because Diddy had an ear for shit, but couldn't make fuck all. Whereas Irv could make things and had an ear for things, but could also, he wanted to be an executive like Puffy. He didn't just want to be behind the boards. He didn't want to be DJ Premier, right? Oh, well, he wouldn't be anyways.
So Puffy. I can see Puffy coming in and be like, you got 3 minutes, play this shit, play this shit. No, change that, I'm out.
So that's why Irv started putting, a team of producers together that specialize in different things, the same way that Diddy did.
And people did come to his defense. He had a feature of a fucking, what do you mean? Lil Wayne fucking hopped on that shit when he was being fucking beat up and fucking
Wayne,
Fat Joe and fucking Jadakiss. That's a pretty good cosign.
Fat Joe and Jadakiss both have beef with 50.
After that.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Fuck no.
I'm almost
Hell
fucking,
no.
Hell no. Fat Joe, no. But the fucking Jadakiss, I'm pretty sure that shit started after that.
Jada started before, Fat Joe started after.
No.
Yes.
I'm going to Google
Fuck yeah. What's it called?
I mean, I'll lose a lot of memory pieces.
What's that?
Piggy Bank?
No.
What are you talking
The
about?
Jada one. The Jada one where he buries 50. Checkmate.
What about it?
That was before New York.
No. You're a fucking hop and glue, bro.
Absolutely, that was before New York.
Oh, watch this shit. Oh, buddy.
That was before New York.
I might fucking swallow my own foot here. What was there?
But yeah, so nobody come to Jaw's defense, right? Because they were...
He said, I just recently seen him that he's like, oh yeah, all the shit buried and all that, but that's the first diss song. Like a diss song like that, that's not structured like a song, because that's like a, you know what I mean? It's fucking, what is it, fucking 30 bars on the hook at the end, you know what I mean? And the fucking, you know what I mean? It's not a radio format or nothing, but he was, it's unique in some sort of way, and I'm thinking it's because of the song structure. But anyways, Jadakiss was saying all that shit buried and blah, blah, blah. He's like, but that's the first diss song like that made it to a fucking top 10 or top 100.
So yeah, the thing about Jaw...
2006.
And thing about Jaw...
What song we were talking about?
Check Me?
Yeah, 2006 it came out. Ja Rule, New York.
Checkmate was definitely before that.
Exactly.
That's what I said. Checkmate was before.
No, Ja Rule's New York released in 2000. No, that can't be right.
That's definitely not right.
New York, released 2000. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. No, I'm just trying to prove you wrong. 2004, and what did I say fucking Checkmate was? 2006. So Checkmate was 2 years later after the fucking New York. Told you you're huff and glue. There's no fucking way Checkmate would be before New York. No way. I'm almost...
When was Checkmate?
Checkmate is 2006. New York is 2004. 2 years apart, bro. And I'm almost positive that the whole fucking Rough Rider shit, like the Locks shit, started after the fucking New York. Because he started going to Lil Wayne for fucking for dropping a hook on I Make It Rain for Fat Joe, because he started beefing with him. Well, not started with him, and Fat Joe's been going at it for a while, right? Remember that elephant in the sand? Oh my god, buddy. Jesus.
Fucking the song Sunroof or Sunroof Open or whatever. Nights like this. Oh, what is 50 said in that? Jaw, Joe, and Jada, they're all fucking retards. I love that. Fucking love that. Anyway, what I was saying, just to wrap that part up, is nobody's coming to Jaw's defense, right? And
Here. The beef with 50 Cent and Jadakiss started because of the song of New York.
oh wow,
Because he was burying Ja
I
Rule.
thought that was before that.
No.
Oh.
With Joe, I'm not sure, but fucking the Locks shit started right there because he was saying, I'm beating this motherfucker down, and you're coming to help him, so he said, fuck you too then.
And
That's what the Game too, because he was beefing with Nas, and Game said he wants to feature.
so nobody's coming to Jaw's defense, and there were a lot of things, because after time went on and people were like, you know, they feel like they can speak about it and not be blackballed from shady aftermath, that 50 did such a good job at it wasn't just on wax. It wasn't like it was, you know, just putting out songs coming at him. 50 was coming at him
he's not
from
that kind of guy. Yeah, he's
every
fucking
angle, right?
He's
And like 50 would say things, and
bro, have you seen that?
the things that, like, there would even be times people apparently that would say to 50 like, yeah, but that's not even true, and he'd be like, I don't give a fuck. People are gonna believe it, and Jaw's gonna look worse. So because the reason I started saying this because you said about like 50 saying like he fucking checked his background.
That's what I'm saying. He's that kind of.
Right? Yeah.
He's not just gonna fucking, you know
Jaw,
what I mean? He's not gonna jump into it.
From what?
Bro, he's the one that put out fucking Rick Ross, the fucking paste tab and all of that shit. And when he was beefing with Khaled, have you seen that Psychic Told Me?
Have you seen the shit he did with Rick Ross's wife?
Have you seen the shit? Yeah. Fuck all of that. Have you seen Psychic Told Me that shit?
Yeah. Dude, he comes
Psychic
at you
told
from
me
every
I'm
angle.
not the type of guy you want to fuck with, B.
Fat Joe was even talking about it on.
Where they tape his mom and shit sleeping in the store?
Yeah, Fat Joe was talking
That's
about.
some
Is that
fucking-
really his mom?
Yes.
Is it?
It was real shit, bro. I'm pretty sure it's real shit.
Fucking.
You gotta be, you know what I mean? Imagine that. You wake up in the morning and it's on a hip hop or fucking All Star Dog, whatever the fuck it is.
Fat Joe on Breakfast Club the one time was talking about, because like him and 50 are cool now, about.
Fat Joe was trying to kill him. He couldn't.
Fat Joe's apparently fucking the bad motherfucker.
And he legit was trying to kill him, but
He's
he
a
was saying,
bad motherfucker. Apparently.
yeah, and fucking.
I mean, he's not like some fucking lunatic the cops need to go watch now.
he's
So
not
I'm
gunplay
saying,
or nothing, but fucking-
yeah. But in his younger, not even so much younger days, but
well, he's a certified G, right? But any place,
yeah,
fucking,
exactly, yeah. He's put the work in to be fucking like.
He was saying it on the radio or some shit. He was pissed or whatever the fuck. He's just like, let's get one thing straight. There's nothing you can do to 50 Cent unless you're on a fucking suicide or bomber mission.
Yeah, on the Breakfast Club.
On the radio, he said that because he's like, so he's saying he flat out tried.
Yeah.
He's like, there's nothing you can do to this motherfucker. He's defended like a president.
On
'Cause
Breakfast
back
Club.
back at that time, 50 was saying that his bodyguards cost him $12,000 or $16,000 a day. Motherfuckers were watching him sleep.
Yeah, Fat Joe was saying that the worst thing about 50 Cent is it doesn't stop. It's not just the songs you got to worry about. You wake up in the morning, you look at your phone, like, what are these Twitter notifications? 50's just bombing you on Twitter, and all of his fans are on
I'm sure
you.
he would pull the fucking business strings and all kinds of shit. He was
viral
saying, remember, he was saying that
videos,
shit.
like
50 was saying that. Remember, he was talking shit to Cameron on the phone there.
that was amazing on Angie
It's
Martinez's
the
show.
Curtis and all that shit. Remember?
Yeah.
And he was saying that I can get your record pushed back at fucking whatever the fuck record company it was. The Koch
Records.
He was saying
Koch
I'll push your fucking record back. You know what I mean? So he can fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
not
he said
only
Koch
not
is a
only
graveyard.
not only Twitters and diss songs. You know what I mean? It will come from
Yeah.
fucking.
And Cam said to me, he was like, why'd you let your man's Prodigy go to Koch? He's like, Prodigy said that he had a good deal at Koch. He wanted out of the G-Unit deal. I let him go. He's like, I'm not gonna
get the same motherfucker.
He's like, I'm not gonna hold him hostage. Fucking, he was like, so I let him
But
go.
a whole young buck was fucking
Yeah,
balls in
and
the
it was
fucking-
so funny too, because again,
That's weird though, eh?
50
So
started.
he took young buck shit very personal, eh? He was just like, fuck you.
I think he's hurt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it actually like upset him. Like, he's like hurt. Like,
There's a video.
I don't mean hurt like a
there's
little bitch.
video
He's
of
hurt
him-
like fucking. He feels like betrayed by young buck.
Yeah. Because there's a video of him. It looks like a diner. Maybe it's a part of the office or something. There's blinds. You know what I mean? And there's a table, and he's talking about young buck. He's just like, I threw him 250, and then fucking he said about some situation. One buck got shot. Saying that fucking some other motherfucker grabbed the gun and put the work in, and fucking Buck was just getting shot there. Some shit like that, right? And like he looked like he fucking like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking,
Yeah,
he took it personal. 'Cause
He
if you
cared
had
about
Prodigy-
young buck.
If you
I think.
Well, yeah, you don't just give 250,000 to somebody.
No, but that's what I mean. I think that's why he feels hurt and betrayed. Like, like fucking.
Because fucking look,
because
Young
50
Buck
just.
Young Buck should be a pretty loyal motherfucker.
If
I would
50 doesn't
imagine
give a
so.
shit about you, he just squashes you.
Oh yeah, well fuck it. Look what he did to fucking Bangham. Yeah, Bangham. Look what he did to him.
And that was like one of his like fucking
That's
generals,
savage,
like one of
bro.
his. Yep.
That's like,
Yep.
why would you like? You know what I mean?
Yep. No shit.
You're at that level. Throw 100,000 at him and go back to the fucking hood. You know what I mean?
Well, Bangham had it all made until he fucking apparently bit the hand that feeds him.
He started a fight on tour.
Yeah,
Pretty
and
bad one, and he was just like, I don't even know. I've seen his interview, post the shit, and he was just like, I don't even know what the fuck the problem was. Nobody got stabbed or shot.
yeah, you can't do that, right? You can't do
Too
that.
much of a liability, right? But the fucking
You can't be
apparently
doing that
this guy
shit.
apparently this guy slept at his house, fucking like clutching guns and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To fucking make sure Sveti stays
Yeah,
alive.
slept on the couch with a gun.
You know what I mean? And then he puts an effort into like Uncle Murder when he got signed and he was doing an interview at the Breakfast Club or whatever.
Mhm.
He said that 50 has a beef budget. And he said that fucking I'm allowed to use it if anything happens. He's just like there's money to go to war.
I could see that, but then again, that's friggin'
No, but that's just because if one of your people,
if you have to. 50's
yeah,
smart
yeah,
enough to
yeah.
have security.
no, but this is beef and budget, meaning like, to invest into whatever it is,
Like
fucking,
marketing to build
get
a rivalry?
get a fucking Timberland beat and get that shit popping on a fucking radio. You know what I mean?
thought
Like,
you meant like he has lawyers on retainer in case shit pops off. That's what I
I'm
thought
sure
you
that
meant.
too. That's
Yeah,
fucking
that-
that's a given.
Yeah,
that's
no,
not
that's
a
what I
budget.
thought you were
Those
saying.
motherfuckers are on
Like,
payroll.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like he's smart enough too to have security,
No.
paid
that's fucking,
security.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like if the shit pops off and the G Unit artist feels threatened or whatever the fuck, something needs to be done. There's money to be accessed.
Keep going.
If one of the G Unit artists gets into trouble or whatever the fuck, right, and there's need to fucking act or react or whatever the fuck, right, they have access to this money until shit gets real, and then 50 gets involved, and then he brings some real money.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But
Yep.
you know what I mean? So
yeah.
that's what I think. But Uncle Murder flat out some Breakfast Club or somewhere. Fucking, he was like, yeah, 50's got a fucking beef budget and I have access to it. And I was just smiling, you know what I mean? Because he releases that fucking year wrap up every year where he shits on people.
Yeah. Mad Skills does a way better one. I don't know if he still does them.
I don't know, but
Mad Skills,
he's getting better.
Mad Skills
give him
wrap up is fucking incredible. They
I don't
were
even know what
always
Mad Skills is, to
they
be
were
honest.
always awesome. Fuck, we should almost edit that out, but we won't. Mad
That's
Skills
what I
is,
fucking
but you know, and I'm just joking. Obviously, it's not like you said. I don't know who Dr. Dre is, right? Like it's
Yeah, but I mean,
one of those things where it's like, you don't know who Idea is.
I'm really concentrated around like New York area. I don't really, you know what I mean? I go to like West Coast and shit, but not much South or not much, you know what I mean? But where's Mad Skills from? Stay in New York.
No, I don't think so. I think he's from, I don't know, to be honest with you, but I think it's like, it's not like a fucking, it's not a Brooklyn, it's not a Compton. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't know a lot of motherfuckers from Compton either, but if it's,
But you know what I mean? It's not like a hotbed for hip hop type thing.
like I knew fucking, what do you mean, like about True Life and all that shit before he got fucking rich and famous.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like before the DVD and all that shit because
Yeah.
fucking him and Prodigy-
Detroit, Michigan, really? I thought Mad Skills, I thought it was going to say like one of the Carolinas or like...
That's what I'm saying, definitely not New York. 'cause I've
me,
never fucking-
like a Vermont or some
I've
Connecticut.
never even seen him, bro. That's weird.
Holy shit, eh? I did not know that he is from Michigan.
His origins in Virginia.
Virginia. That's what I was thinking, the Carolinas.
Mad Skills is an American rapper known for his acclaimed '96 album.
And look, it even says in there, not a New York City or Los Angeles rapper.
Oh yeah, right under it. Yeah. See, that's why I don't know.
Yeah. See, he's also known for his yearly...
Philly, I know a lot of Philly rappers too.
See what I said after that? He is also known for his yearly wrap-ups, in quotations,
Yeah, well,
which he has
that's what I
done
mean, I never-
annually since 2002. Yeah, his are better than Uncle Murder's, but Uncle Murder, that's his thing. And he does a decent job with it. And it's not meant to be like killing a track. It's just meant to be something entertaining.
I don't think he has any fucking tracks which weren't meant to kill the track. You know what I mean? Uncle Murder is just he's literally I don't know, a gangster, a street dude that learned how to rap. That flow and that skill is all work. You know what I mean? I don't think there's much of a gift in there, and I'm not trying to
Do you
disrespect
find
him.
any similarities between him and Casanova? I'm not saying they're like, you know what I mean? one in a kind or anything like that. But
Casanova,
what they do, their
In
style
terms
of
of
raps,
music?
their style of raps, like they're like
I honestly-
Uncle Murder, like Casanova, like you said, he's that street dude, right?
He's like a jail
You were
dude.
you were saying about Uncle Murder, but I mean Casanova, right? He's
Uncle Murder was on the run for 6 months for shooting motherfuckers.
Casanova.
He did 9 years, 3 or 4 years in a hole. By
Yeah,
himself.
man, you don't question Casanova's gangster. You don't question Uncle Murder's gangster. And like you were saying about how like they
I think Casanova's got more.
where I was going with this is I was trying to get like your thoughts real quickly, and where I was going with it is like their presence as a street dude, where they can yell on a track, and they're not going to be putting out like Nauseomatic level fucking rhymes, but that's not what they're there for.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
not
so. Is there a similarity there?
There is
similarities
similarities there, yes, but I see more similarities, and then not in terms of a rapper, but in terms
That's
of
what I mean. I'm
no,
just
no,
saying
hold
like
on.
that
Let me say
lane.
this. I see more similarities between Uncle Murder and Tony Ayo.
Oh, I agree with that.
You know what I mean? Uncle
yeah.
Murder is definitely a better rapper, just like Casanova, I think, is a better rapper than Uncle Murder.
Yeah.
But he started, like, if he doesn't...
I agree with that.
If he doesn't turn off to some weird shit, you know what I mean? Like, because he started wearing all kinds of African clothes and getting into religion, right? Casanova did.
Yeah, he's getting into his heritage and his
Right,
roots
I mean,
and stuff.
all fucking kudos to that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
but
yeah, no, you're not
as long as
knocking
you
that.
don't go fucking too much into it and start making it into your music and shit, like the fucking, like Mos Def did. You know what I mean? Like, get too political and not too political, but
I get it.
Mos Def
I get
got
it.
too political.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
This guy might get too religious. Or
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, fucking...
Yeah.
Like Kevin Gates is sometimes pushing it with the fucking, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
With the preaching
Does he
and
ever?
the...
And it's like
But Kevin Gates is fucking talented as shit.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? So he can be talking about whatever the fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just like DMX. He could be fucking saying anything, you know what I mean?
Kevin Gates is one of these crumbs that have came along that I think from like that like 90s early 2000 era or even before that, where like these rappers, like they stood by their word, they spit dope shit.
I don't think it's a rapper thing. I think it's a
Well, I mean,
personality thing. I mean, like,
well,
it's
that's
just,
the rappers
because as far as I understand now, rappers are not real people.
they're on Xanax and fucking.
No, they're not real people because like I mean, when I talk to you, you know what I mean. It's like the battle rappers. You're saying it's okay to be saying these things because it's to say things to make it presentable or make a moment. You know what I mean? Or make the crowd react. But if I hear you on a song talking about bricks and guns, I really expect you to at least be around it. Or been around it or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna catch me on a song talking about shooting no guns. Because I don't shoot guns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
I might say something about stabbing you because I might. But you know what I mean? I'm not going to say something because...
But if it's...
That's why
entertainment purpose.
That's why I respect 50 so much. And even though he talks about fucking guns so much, right? He obviously capitalizes and emphasizes and is repetitive. Everybody's repetitive. Yeah. But it's real.
It's like we're talking about the Biggie movie or any movies like that are based on facts or true events, right? You have to change a little bit.
Yeah, it's okay to big it up, right? Like, let's say you fucking...
But don't be Slim Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's say you dealt with a quarter brick and you're talking about fucking 1 or 2, it's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can take that because you've obviously been, or at least around 1 if you're picking up a
what
quarter.
What about 50 and like high all the time? He doesn't even smoke weed. He smoked weed. He can count on his how many times he smoked weed in his life on one hand.
That was a little shocking, but that's an entertainment purpose, yes.
Right? Like, and I get there's a difference between guns and weed, right? Like fucking,
that was you know what I mean? Because he couldn't make a song like Snoop Dogg does, like let's get high. You know what I mean?
Maybe PIMB. I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He couldn't make a song where he's just sitting there and talking about smoking weed and the smoke like look Banks does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had a feature with Banks and Snoop on Banks' album where they were the shit you smoke don't even get you high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you listen to 50 and Banks, to Banks and Snoop, and you listen to 50. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
you can tell.
It's cool, yeah, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's not.
You can tell, yeah. You can tell,
So
yeah.
that's why the high all the time.
High all the time's a dope song,
high
though.
all the time. It's still a represent. It's around weed and shit, but it's not a weed song.
Fucking O-Dog and Menace, Deuce in his boot and all that
That's
shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
you don't want me to be your kid's role model. Teach you fucking 380s and roll with them hollows, right? It's not a weed song.
No,
it's not a blueberry yum yum. It's not
definitely
you know
not.
What I mean?
Definitely not.
So it's not
hits from the bong.
It's not really. He was just trying to connect to the fucking large, pretty much everybody who listens to hip hop. But it's not. You know what I mean? He wasn't. he wasn't trying to connect as completely building his persona.
He wasn't trying to be Cypress Hill.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to come out and say I'm a fucking beat enthusiast, and you know what I mean.
Yep.
He just made a song about weed. You know what I mean? It's like fucking pop bottles and all that shit. He doesn't drink either.
I know.
Right? It's just something people do, and yeah, you say that. He's in a club popping bottles, but he doesn't drink them.
So as an artist, you wouldn't, like you said, you don't make.
I
raps
create
about
fake
guns.
stories, and you would know that it's a fake story right away. Meaning, you turn on a movie with fucking Johnny Depp, DiCaprio, whoever the fuck. You know what I mean? You turn on fucking De Niro. You turn on a fucking Godfather, and then you turn on a Dirty Grandpa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Maybe
it's-
throw in a little Billy Crystal
but
and De
it's,
Niro with Analyze That in the middle.
But then at the same time, it depends who De Niro is when he goes home. Is he closer to Dirty Grandpa or is he closer to fucking Godfather? The way he behaves at home, right? The way he carries himself in public, right? So it's a little different with actors because everything they do is act. It's all fake, right? And as a rap, why are we talking about my opinion anyways? But I that's why I can't even fathom fucking listening to Rick Ross. I can't fucking understand the 6ix9ine shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck the 6ix9ine
And
shit.
finally, 50 came out on the thing, shitting on Meek Mill because he's saying you're doing a jail reform and you signed to a correctional officer and your manager is a snitch. Fucking, but he flat out said that he cannot make a record with 6ix9ine.
Well, no.
No,
Obviously
but he said
not.
it though because he was backing him so much that I thought the next thing's gonna come out fucking, you know what I mean? 6ix9ine featuring 50 Cent because Akon's fucking doing it and Akon's the convict. Fuck sakes.
Convict music.
Literally. And the fucking thing is, and then 6ix9ine responded with fucking, he tweeted like, it's not the first time 50 abandons one of his kids.
Oh.
Because 50 was walking around saying that this is my Mexican kid. I think I banged the Mexican chick for you, like, you know what I mean? But anyways.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. There's
It's
so
a good,
many.
It's a good response from 6ix9ine part. He's a good troll and all that shit. Power to him and fucking no power to him. Fuck that. But
Yeah, no power.
what I'm saying is I don't understand how that shit can even exist if we're talking about hip hop.
And back to
Or actually, maybe is there a difference between hip hop and rap? Because hip hop is a culture. And
there's no factual based shit. I've heard people say before that rap
when you
is
say-
rhythm and poetry.
rhythmic American poetry, right?
And
Fucking,
people say
the thing is, when you say rap, I expect to hear shit like fucking Redman, Method Man, fucking Prodigy.
see, to me that's hip hop. When I think
Ludacris, fucking 50 Cent, that's hip hop.
That's
I mean,
hip-hop.
50
That's
Cent,
hip-hop.
50 Cent's got some rap songs, but it's more of a
when I think rap, man,
Jadakiss.
probably because like fucking in the 80s when I first was like turned on to rap, it was called rap. I don't even think hip hop was
But
a coined
that's what I'm
term. So
saying,
when I
it's
think
fucking-
rap, I think
because
Run
look,
DMC,
that's
Big
what
Daddy
I'm saying.
Kane.
I'm talking.
So hip hop to me seems like
Hip hop is a culture, right? So a lot of things fit in the culture.
that's
A
another thing that
rap. I'm saying a lot of artists are hip hop, but not a lot of them are rap,
another
right? And the thing is, sorry, yeah, go ahead.
No, another thing too is I think it was someone from Farside, the group, a long time ago from a VHS tape I watched in the 90s. They were explaining the same thing you were like about to say here, where you rap, you make rap music, but hip hop is a culture. Hip hop is something you live every day. Hip hop is a way of dressing. Hip hop is a way of doing.
Yes, but a lot of things fit in there.
Yeah.
Not a lot of things fit in rap because when you say
rap is the
that's what I'm
music.
saying. Yeah, I expect fucking Biggie. You know what I mean? I expect fucking flow, and I expect the 16 bars of knocking my head and listening to what you're saying. Now, you know what I mean? Like Flo Rida still raps,
Yeah,
but it's hip hop.
hip hop is not part of the hip hop
it's-
culture.
It's no. What I'm saying is
Well,
he's a part of hip hop culture, but he doesn't rap. Jadakiss raps. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z likes to rap here and there.
Here and there.
You know what I mean?
Before he turned 50.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what I mean? 50. I don't know. 50's got some.
No, I said before Jay-Z turned 50 years old.
Oh yeah,
I meant, yeah.
But 50's got some. But I wouldn't say that 50's like when you say rap. 50 doesn't come to my mind first, right?
Oh, yeah. If you sit down and like, who are the best rappers skill-wise of all time? 50's not in the top 3 or 5. He shouldn't be in anyone's.
Skill wise,
But when you
Man,
do
but
that,
he's
then you
like-
got to
this-
start going
this-
KRS-One and Big
in-
Daddy Kane and all
but
that
that's
shit.
no. We're
right?
gonna fucking separate it by decades then. You
Right,
can't-
that's what I mean. Like if
you can't fucking
yeah, it's so hard to fucking. That's like
because if you're gonna go like that, starting 2000s up to 2015, 20, Eminem ran the shit.
yeah,
Nobody in pop sold as many records as he did.
yep.
He sold the most records in fucking decade. I don't remember if it was the 2000s or 2010s. Probably 2000s. The most records. We're talking fucking Britney Spears was around and all that shit.
The Kevin Gates thing I was saying before, just to wrap it up, because I left it on, he's like crumbs, and that sounds bad. Where I was going with that is there's a few guys.
50 was supposed to be the last one, right?
Yeah, and there's a few guys. That's what I mean by crumbs, right? Where it's like, Kevin Gates could have came out in '95. I mean, it would have been different material, but it would have been
different beats, but the material.
Yeah, but it would have been accepted by the hip hop community. Whereas, like, fucking these other guys, I'm not gonna name them because there's nobody in particular.
Why, Little Dirk or some shit?
Whatever the fuck they are, right? These assholes that don't matter.
I know that name. The only one I've looked up was Little Xan, and that's fucked right up.
See what I mean, right? That shit,
right up.
That shit, like, no, you're not getting in this fucking party. Kevin Gates would have gotten the fucking party, right? Like, he would have been allowed in
a party even if he's not allowed.
Yeah, he would have been allowed in the fucking party. Joyner, Dave East, like, they would have been allowed in the fucking
Dave East
party.
too, that's rap.
Yeah, he would have been allowed in the party. And that's where I was, you know what I mean, going with that. I didn't want that to get left out there, and somebody's like, he thinks Kevin Gates is nothing but a little crumb. Like, fuck no, man, he's a beast.
No, definitely no. Yeah, fucking, we can't. We started this comparing Uncle Murder to fucking Kevin Gates.
No, Uncle Murder to Tony Yayo.
No, you said Kevin Gates, right? And then I told you that I see the resemblance. Didn't you compare him to Kevin
Gates? No, Casanova.
Casanova,
yeah,
that's right.
But then you brought up the comparison of Tony Yayo and...
but that's what I'm saying. So if you take that...
Yayo and Uncle Murder is a very good comparison.
Yayo and Uncle Murder, personality-wise, I think they could be fucking brothers. They even look alike, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's rap-wise, not obviously, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but it would be fucking Yayo, and then it would be Uncle Murder, and that would be Casanova for me anyways.
That's 3-1 or 1-3?
3-1.
3-1. Okay. Yeah.
One is the best, right? One is the...
That's what I'm saying. You're going from 3-1?
From top to bottom, yeah. So Yayo, then Uncle Murder, and number one would be... So Casanova would be number one.
Yeah.
It would be the best, and then, in my opinion, right?
Mm.
And that's what I'm saying. Uncle Murder is getting better, but I don't know if he's...
But Uncle Murder's found a lane that works for him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think he's going to catch that spark to be fucking, you know what I mean, like platinum rapper or nothing like that.
No.
But I think he's... That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I wouldn't want to say that I want to be that, but I would want to be somewhere like fucking Styles P. Realm, you know what I mean?
That's a fucking...
I mean, not...
See, the hardest thing about that is I get what...
Not legend-wise, not what he's done, because everybody should have their own fucking legend and all that shit, right? But where he ended up, where he is now, don't even forget the legendary status of Deluxe and all that shit, right?
Yeah. I get what you're saying, where his career ended up.
Where he is, where he's able to, he owns his own shit, and you know what I mean? And he does whatever the fuck he wants. Yeah. And he doesn't need to be on MTV or nothing. He just shot, fucking 10 videos there, just threw them out.
Yeah, him and that Benji film shit. They worked with
I bet you he's going to make more money off merch and all that shit. That's what Vinny Paz was saying. You know what I mean? I'm sure his shit is on Amazon and Spotify and all that. You can buy it if you want. But
Styles and his wife own the
juice store or whatever?
Yeah, that juice bar thing, and it's like a franchise thing.
Apparently it's doing well too, right?
Yeah.
And that's original, right? That's not...
Yeah, that's their shit. Right? Yeah,
because the Cameron owns KFC's, but that's not his, right?
Is it KFC's or Taco Bell? It's one of them. He owns more than anyone else.
One of the
when we were talking about Cameron before in that 50 shit, that was funny when 50 kept calling him Cameron instead of Cameron.
He fucking... yeah, and 50... See, that was one of the first, if not the first time somebody called him fucking Curtis, no?
Probably the first, in a disrespectful way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I knew his name, but nobody ever said Curtis before, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's the Curtis called him by his government name, you know what I mean? Saying
Kurt, and then he put out a song, part 1 and part 2, Curtis.
I can't, maybe, but...
The one is, the one with the skit at the start, with the, I'm telling on you, especially telling on you.
This kid is funny, yes, but the fucking thing is...
funny, but then look at 50's response.
That was
the funeral music.
He's shutting the leg, go ahead and walk it out. That one, no?
Yeah.
No, that's the mechanic.
Is that the mechanic?
Yeah, where they're in the garage, right?
No. Funeral music.
I'm a mechanic. I'm going to fix
shit.
No,
that's mechanic's different. I don't think there's a video for Mechanic, is there?
Yeah.
I also don't think it's funeral music because that's another Young Buck diss to them.
Young Buck diss? What?
Young Buck diss in Dipset.
On funeral music?
I think that's the funeral music song. But the one in the garage...
Funeral music is where they wear fucking...
songs to walk on.
Fucking funeral music is where they wear fucking round hats and hold fucking Tommy guns and shit.
That's
right?
the buck one. Yeah. So
yeah,
this
so
is
that's
a different
funeral
one.
music. That's the one I'm talking about is mechanic when they're in a fucking
That's
garage.
not the mechanic either.
I bet your money.
Check it out. I'm pretty sure it's not the mechanic. It's not the mechanic.
I'm glad this is on record.
Me too.
Mechanic.
I'm glad I'm the one that gets to edit it in case I'm wrong. No,
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You ready? You ready? You sure you're ready?
it's not the mechanic. That's not it at all. That's not it at all.
Buddy, look.
That's not it. That's not what I'm talking
song in
about.
the garage.
That's not what I'm
That's what I'm
talking
talking
about.
about.
That's not what I'm talking about. Check this out. Yeah.
Because the song I'm talking about in the garage too, Shut in Dimension, they're not
Like,
Young Buck is not on it.
no, Young Buck's not on this one either. Young Buck is in funeral music. That's why I was saying that I'm mixing up the names.
Well,
but
something else came up with funeral music.
this shit, where they're
50 Cent.
should worship the tracks I
Oh
talk
yeah, this
on.
is a different fucking. Oh, this is what cool. Yeah.
No, go
See,
for it.
you know why I
Turn
mixed.
that-
I mixed them up because they're shut in the same fucking house.
Okay, what's the name of that one?
Funeral music.
That is funeral music.
This is the one where you get shot, shake 40 call, hit your leg, go ahead. And
Yeah.
walk it out. This is funeral music.
We're not gonna shut down Dipset. We're just gonna make changes.
Yeah.
From now on, Jimmy is promoted to boss, and Cam is demoted to capo.
Yeah.
We like Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna destroy Dipset. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, whatever he says. Yeah. That's funeral music.
See, it's so bad. Not so bad, but it's so a little confusing because it's shot pretty much in the same fucking. You know what I mean? They shouldn't have done that. But I mean, it's mixtape material, anyways. You know what was a good fucking. I mean, I found it entertaining as shit. Like 50 Cent style fucking song was
Hold on, that's the name of the one with the
hats and shit.
the Tommy guns. Okay, sorry.
The fuck was it saying? Oh, good 50 Cent. Good G Unit. This was. It's been deeper than rap. I eat shit and sleep with my gat. What the fuck is it called? That's what it is. I'll be the shooter. I'll be the shooter. I'll be the shooter.
I'll be the shooter.
Yeah.
And that was by 50.
Pull up. It's 50th here. I'll play it for you. So right down that time. You never heard this?
Oh, stop.
Even
Just say like,
huh?
be like, oh, the song's called "I'll Be the Shooter."
Oh yes, it was. I'll be the shooter. That was a good fucking. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
I mean,
before.
it's not the fucking. It's not no
Yeah.
fucking back down or nothing. But I like that. You know what I mean?
Fuck, it's hard to make another one of those. The wasn't that song off fucking?
It's on a video game.
I was gonna say it's that G-Unit video game, wasn't it? Did you ever
Bulletproof.
play that game?
No.
It was fucking dope.
Was it good?
It was good, and I'm not a video game person. I liked it.
I don't like the fucking San Andreas or whatever. What is it called? Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto,
never
and it's
got
the
it.
same type of thing
Yeah, I
as
never got
that.
into that, so I was just
Yeah.
it's not for me.
Yeah, I'm not a video game person, and that's the other thing too. I probably also find it cool because I got to be like Lloyd Banks or 50 and run around.
Oh,
and
you can
beat.
choose and all that shit.
You switch characters like throughout it depending on what the
Buck and
mission
everything?
is. I think. Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure it's Buck,
Shit.
Yayo, 50, and
I thought it was all about
Banks.
50.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I know you play different characters, or you are different characters. I don't know if they switch or you switch them, or how that works.
I thought it was
Because
just
it's
like
been,
I
what,
thought it was a cheap
15 years.
knockoff of Grand Theft
It
Auto.
is.
Right?
It
So I was just-
absolutely is.
so
It
I was just like,
absolutely
man,
is. But like,
Just like his fucking, what was it? He seems to grab onto things, milk them, and then if you know what I mean, they start falling down. It's like,
Yep.
fuck it, right?
yeah, he in
Look
that
at
game.
G-Unit closing. I thought that thing was going to last forever.
Yeah,
Everybody had a G-Unit shirt, at least.
I never have.
No?
No, I've never owned any G-Unit clothing.
I
That's
had
not,
fucking at least 5-10 shirts, and I had shoes and
I own
shit.
tons of fucking Rockaware and Fat Farm and all the other
I went back to,
motherfuckers.
I bought G-Unit shoes, and then I went back to Fat Farm.
Yeah, I didn't own any G-Unit clothing at all, and it's not because I was
That's
like
very
I
weird.
stood for something else. I just never did. That's like as much
I
as
know people that don't listen to fucking G-Unit. G-Unit
no
shit.
shit. It's like that fucking tap out shit from MMA stuff when I was doing MMA media. And even an MMA fan before I was doing MMA media, I was never into that tap out shit. And people, like you said, that didn't even watch MMA or had no idea what it was, were wearing tap out shit. Made you look like an asshole.
It was a tap out, it was something else, no? Fucking
Affliction?
Affliction, there we go. I was selling knockoff Affliction shirts from China online.
Seriously?
For real. And fucking, there was some of those Abibos shoes too and shit, you know what I mean?
Knock off Affliction
Straight from
shirts?
China, man. Me and my buddy, fucking, the guy that was in the video in Moscow. Me and him, he organized the website, and I was posting shit on it, and we made a few sales and shit. But then it was just too much work posting these pictures and talking to these motherfuckers. I'm not that kind of person, you know what I mean?
I've noticed.
Yeah, it's like I can't sit there and fucking answer your text. You know what I mean? I'd do better as being fucking talking to live people, but I can't see myself sitting at a store or something. Fuck that.
Yeah. Affliction shirts. That's fucking hilarious. Because, like, how are they knockoffs?
What do you mean?
Like, just like
Affliction shirt, even if it's China.
Yeah, but I'm
made,
saying like
it's made on a
knock
good
off-
factory.
knockoff house. So like it was like you said.
It would be exactly the same,
Yeah,
but
you
it
said
would go to shit a lot
A
faster.
Beebus with bees.
We had those too. Yeah,
but that's
we
the
had,
affliction wasn't like elixtion or any fucking thing stupid. It said like
I think-
affliction.
No. It would be exact copy. It would be exact copy. I had a couple of things from there. Still, fucking. I had a fucking. There's polo shirts. You can't tell the difference. You know what I mean? The fucking. What do you call them? The shoes. Tim's, right? You can't tell the difference until you fuck with it for a couple of months.
Yeah, I know quality wise and all that stuff.
That's
as
the
far
only
as
difference,
knockoffs.
right? So you're fucking like.
But I'm saying as far as like you said about
No, I was joking about the letters. No, what would I be selling no shit like that? Who's gonna buy that?
what?
A B-Bus. Nobody's
Oh,
gonna
a
buy
B-
it.
oh,
I
you're
was
joking
just
about that.
joking. It would
Okay,
be,
so
it would be Adidas, but like I said, there's factory China and there's basement China.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why Kanye West was flipping out. He's saying you cannot match the fucking quality. You know what I mean? These people created the brand for a fucking 100 years. You can't fucking, you know what I mean? They got patents on machines and all that kind of shit that you can't. You know what I mean? You need to do a lot of research or pay them the money, which you probably don't fucking have. Shit like Louis, they will never sell you the fucking. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
They won't let you let out fucking Louis Kanye shoes.
But so like
Or maybe I don't know, but
knockoff affliction shirts. It still said like affliction, had those lame
It would
ass
be
designs.
exactly the same, bro.
Except for like if you put it in
would
the
be-
dryer, it'll fall apart.
or you know what I mean. You look at the stitch at the side of the t-shirt and it would be a little crooked or some shit. You know what I mean? But it's very very unnoticeable. If you wear it to a club, nobody will ever know. You know what I mean?
I'm so glad that era fucking phased out. Affliction shirts and fucking.
Oh, buddy, we had everything like fucking
Oh,
polo,
fuck.
fucking. You know what I mean? Fucking whatever the fucking fake shit you want.
Well, that's cool being fake and whatever. I'm just saying those affliction shirts and the tap out and the silver star.
That I've never had one of.
The fucking shit's
I
terrible.
never had a tap out or affliction shirt.
Fucking terrible. Fucking what is the source? The battle rapper.
I mean, what's
said
so
all
bad
that.
about it? They're promoting the fucking brand that's pushing the fighter, no?
No, that's all cool. I mean, the guy who's fucking 65 pounds overweight and fucking eats fried chicken every day wearing his fucking tight affliction shirt.
Usually I've seen like juice monkeys wearing them fucking.
Oh, I
affliction shirts.
did. Tons of them. Tons of them. I fucking
You know what
covered
I mean?
MMA for a long time. Affliction was an MMA
Guys that
promotion.
look like they should know how to fight, but they don't. They just, you know what I mean?
Affliction started as an MMA promotion. They fucking went under because of this guy Josh Barnett. He fucked up their second or third show so bad, and they wasted so much money on so many things. They paid this guy Tim Sylvia $800,000 to fight Fedor. Tim Sylvia shouldn't have been allowed in the same fucking building as fucking Fedor. You can't. And at this time, a good payday in MMA was like $50,000, $60,000. They
I
gave
can't
me.
believe they were getting $50,000 for getting their faces
They
smashed
gave
like
me
that.
800 G's to fight Fedor. That lasted, I don't know, as long as it would take to walk around the fucking room. Like, over. Fedor fucking smashed him. You gave that guy
Really?
$800,000?
I don't see him being like he always wades out. No, he lets you attack and then he goes.
That's because the Fedor things that you've seen are against guys like Nogueira and like these fucking guys who are top notch. Fucking Tim Sylvia should not have been in the
I
cage.
don't even know who he is.
He doesn't matter.
Not
It's
like
disrespect
I'm-
Tim Sylvia. I shouldn't say that because I am a fucking huge MMA fan. He was a UFC heavyweight champion. He was a tough motherfucker, but skill-wise, no. And he shouldn't have got $800,000 to get his ass kicked by Fedor. So
I mean, Cameron won platinum too, but he can't rap next to Jadakiss, right? Like,
yeah, Affliction they just were dumping money out. Then they started their T-shirt company. This guy Josh Barnett, days out from their fucking second or third event, popped for fucking steroids. Fucking, it was so bad, like because he was such a big part of the event. They canceled the event. They had to pay all the fucking people back that bought tickets. They had to pay back the pay-per-view people with their fucking money, and they turned into a T-shirt company. That's where Affliction came from. So Affliction was like deep-rooted in MMA shit. I saw everything from fucking juice monkeys that don't know how to throw a punch to fucking obese sacks of shit that don't even know what MMA is wearing that shit.
I think we've been like fucking, like I don't know.
It just turned into like it's like you said. You know what I mean? It's a good thing that they're promoting the sport.
To me,
but the wrong people are wearing it.
Maybe, but it doesn't
Right.
matter as long as they spent the money and supported the cause, right? Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean?
Speaking of
Doesn't mean you have to have a fucking black belt to wear a Affliction shirt.
MMA, as we move to wrap this up, Like I just said a minute ago, I'm a fucking huge MMA fan. Obviously, this weekend, what's it going to be? July
9th?
11th, Saturday,
Oh, shit.
July
I've
11th.
lost a couple of days there.
One thing that is MMA related, and you're a casual MMA fan, but you've been all over this bitch for the past few months. UFC Fight Island in Abu Dhabi.
Shinsan.
Mortal Kombat.
The fucking... yeah, man. It's... I don't know. I think...
As a casual fan,
I don't see the fucking point of the whole fucking building an island and building a whole... Like, I see the point of building
they
a
can't
camp.
do it. They can't put on fights anywhere.
Well, they're putting it up in fucking Arab Emirates.
Well, that's what the reason they're
Or
doing.
what? This island is not in anybody's country?
Well, it's there, but they run their own shit.
So why can't they do it in the fucking stadium instead of building the fucking island?
Well, then they have to build a stadium. Plus, there's no fans. There's still no fans allowed in. Right? So they built the island.
What I'm saying is,
They built
I'm
the
sure there
cage
was
and
a
they put
piece
a tent over it.
I'm sure there was a piece of land that they could have fucking put the shit on and invested.
They tried that. They tried that months ago with Tashi Palace.
There should be an island that already exists. Get the fuck out,
they
man!
tried to
Don't
do-
tell me that's the right thing to build a fucking island.
They tried to do this on native land in California with Tashi Palace fights, and they're not controlled by the government the way other people are. So they said, yeah, let's do it. And Disney stepped in because Disney is the parent owner of ESPN or something like that. So Disney stepped in and they were like, hey, UFC, you're not putting on fucking fights on fucking native Indian fucking reserves.
Why?
They're like, this is not happening.
Shouldn't that be up to Indians?
The Indians were cool with it
So how the fuck did Disney stop it?
because
So they put him in a reserve and they still give him no rights.
yeah, no shit, right?
Fuck me, huh?
So Dana was like, fuck you.
And Walt Disney apparently was like a fucking big ass asshole.
Oh,
racist.
racist piece of shit, apparently. But so Dana
He was like a
White,
mason of some fucking degree too, like big fucking.
Dana White was like,
He was up.
fuck you guys. Look what I'm doing. I'm building a fucking island. And
Listen, I'm sure there was a fucking.
there's a royal family over
There's
there.
an island somewhere beside Croatia where they would have had no fucking problem coming in and doing it.
But people can't leave their countries and go to other countries.
So how are they going to Abu Dhabi?
That's the thing. It's all these fights that were scheduled for people from other places besides the United States or Canada and shit. The fights they've done in the States so far at the UFC Apex Center, since they've been allowed to do it, it's no international people. So the guys who
So
were
hard to
scheduled
get,
to
listen,
fight.
my buddy from Toronto just went to Moscow. So fucking if he can do it, I'm sure they can get fighters to Abu Dhabi. Literally, like a day or two ago on Facebook there was a post.
Okay.
So if he figured out a way, he has to go through some fucking. He has to do a rain dance to get there, like
Yeah.
three switches or some shit. But it's possible.
Yeah, it is possible. But all these international fighters from all these different countries,
Yeah.
some of them can't leave their country. Or they can leave their country,
So
but
what does Abu
but-
Dhabi change?
But they can't go to the United States, but they can go to Abu Dhabi.
Oh, I see.
Right? Like, so that's why all these international
They
fighters.
probably went to Abu Dhabi because some Arab guy owns a lot of the world. Owns
Well,
some,
that's
you know
what I was
I mean?
going to say, too. There's a royal family.
So they were just like, okay, fuck it. They don't let you come here. We'll let you.
There's a royal family that owns 7% of the UFC. They bought 10% a long time ago, and the UFC sold. I think they still own 7%.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They were just like, fuck
So,
it.
you know what I mean? That's the place
Yeah.
to go. They have an ownership.
What I'm saying
in it.
is, I guess it's weird for saying that Arabs waste money, but I can see that shit being spent a little better than building a fucking island.
And where there's no fans allowed in it, that royal family is definitely going to be cage side. So picture this:
no
there's
shit.
there's 3 title fights on this fucking event, right? And there's no fans allowed there, but you and your
Bro, these
family can
motherfuckers-
go.
These motherfuckers engrave Lamborghinis with Swarovski crystals.
That's what I mean, right? Like you got the money, you're already a part owner. Fuck it! It's International Fight
It's
Week.
like, we used to watch this on TV. Come, I'll show
It's
you.
International Fight Week. The last, or well, I don't know if it was the last time, but the first time they went to UFC went over there after they purchased some of it. They built the Ferrari World or Ferrari Stadium, whatever the fuck.
So why are they using that?
They tore it down. Fuck it, we're done with it. We had our one UFC event. Now tear it down. Fuck it, build
That's
something
like
else.
fucking Russians built that fucking Olympic Winter Games. The most money spent on a fucking camp.
Yeah,
I bet you fucking.
yeah. And
Half
now,
that money-
now it's slums.
They just keep not only not slums. The shit was crazy, and the fucking like. There's so much corruption going on there, man. I'm telling you. The Olympic Commission was probably like, "What the fuck is going on?" And Russians are like, "Don't know. Need more money."
Like a mafia construction contract.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm sure the paperwork was straight.
But yeah, Fight Island, fucking. So someone like you, who is a casual fan, to me, I don't give a fuck except for what happens on the canvas inside the confines of that cage. I don't give a shit if it's in a fucking parking lot at the fucking mall. As a casual fan, since there's so many things outside of it, does that make you want to tune in more? Like I said, you've been wondering what the hell this thing is for a few
Tune in.
months.
Oh, you know what it is though. Now that you say it, it doesn't. That it's the fact that it's on an island now doesn't fucking matter.
No, but
the fact that they build the island, it's a very good promotional
and
move,
especially the build up to it.
That's a very expensive.
It's Fight Island, and it's all this shit. As a casual fan, does that make you want to be more like, what the fuck is going on over here?
At first, yes.
At first, that's what I mean.
And then when you start looking into it, you're like, fuck, this is a waste of money. It could have been done different, but maybe it couldn't. I don't know, but I'm thinking it's Arabs just balling out.
Well, that's exactly what it is.
Just fucking making it rain, you know?
Yeah, oh yeah, fuck yeah. Ironically, they make it rain there, literally.
Yeah, I heard that.
So
that would be a place I want to visit, but fuck, man. Anyways, the fucking Fight Island. The
fights, the 3 title fights, that's cool as fuck.
Masvidal's fighting, right, or no?
Yeah. Masvidal came in on 6 days' notice to fight Kamaru Usman, challenge him for the title. Usman was supposed to fight this guy Gilbert Burns, who tested positive for COVID like 7 days out.
Plus, you can't fight with COVID.
Usman doesn't want to get it. Well, he's a pussy too. Then
get some blood, rub it in you.
Build up your immunity system, you piece of shit.
Yo, fucking the little fucking side note on that shit. They Waterloo region or whatever, they made it the fucking thing to wear masks now, right? And
Monday.
it's I'm pretty sure, I'm not like 100%, but I've read that there's a research that proves that wearing masks too often actually damages your fucking immune system. And they're making it a law or bylaw, whatever the fuck it is.
I don't know what's what.
My word, I'm gonna look up the gang collars around here and I'm gonna wear one. I don't give a fuck, just to piss people off. If I'm going to the store, I'm not gonna rock it outside. You know what I mean? I'm gonna fucking throw my pants down up below my ass. I'm gonna fucking throw a bandana on and walk into the fucking store.
Is taking it back to 1999 or
no
what?
Shit, to tuck my jeans into my socks and fucking do it big. Do it right, man.
I only listened to music from Tupac when he was alive.
I actually agree with that shit. I don't think they should have. What do you call it? Released or what do you call it? Glued together verses after their death. You know what I'm saying? Like the Postmore or whatever the fuck they're called albums, where Biggie's featuring a bunch of people he never.
Posthumous or the fuck you said.
Yeah. Where they feature Tupac and Biggie featuring about a bunch of people they never met.
Well, Tupac shit was at least recorded material.
But they glued.
And I get what you're saying there, but it's like
I'm just saying they made this. Who the fuck are you to decide if they want to do that feature or, you know what I mean?
Feeney Shakur, Tupac's mom. I've never talked to her or Marshall Mathers about this, but from what I've always read is that
she allowed Eminem fucking do
yeah,
something, right?
she was like, I want him to have this bit of work so that it's done right by someone who cares about hip hop. And speaking of persevering hip hop, maybe we should persevere some of this show and the integrity of it and not drone on for too long. So on that note, we'll get the fuck out of here. For Kirill Kasatskiy,
he's Jason Kelly,
and this is The Building Downtown.
Building downtown. Building downtown. Building downtown. Building downtown.